What is up, guys? Hope you're having a great morning. Right now it's Wednesday, June 9th, 2021, 9:07. We have 23 minutes until the market opens. A lot of exciting stuff going on with AMC, with Clover Health. Clover Health has been making some major moves this morning. Bitcoin, Ethereum, crypto market is stabilizing a bit, which is good news. And we have a couple of other stories to go over with the crypto world and AMC shorts. So if you're new here, just joining the stream, make sure to like the video. We go live every single morning at 9 a.m. and we're going to go live again at 5 p.m. Eastern time every single morning. So make sure to like the stream. Let me know what time is it near you guys. Are you on the East Coast, West Coast? Are you Australia? Are you in the UK? Let me know in the comments. Good morning, Kenneth, Clayton, Shane. Good morning, everyone. Go AMC to the moon. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to cover today. If you guys haven't seen the video already, we did a video last night on actually what is going on with a couple of other potential short squeeze stocks. Pretty exciting. We talked about Clover Health, Workhorse, Wendy's even. So that was some exciting news with that. Good morning, Clayton, Chris, Casey, Doug, Kenneth. Good morning, all of you guys. You guys have $19, $21, $22 call options for Clover. Nice. Vermont, East Coast. Good morning. Yeah, if you guys are new here, we're going to cover a lot of stuff with AMC, Clover Health, a couple of other short squeeze stocks. We're going to go over crypto market, which has stabilized a bit this morning. A couple of other pieces of news as well. Georgia, Michelle, Georgia. Shout out to Georgia. I'm in Georgia. Pretty exciting. Yeah, you guys see we have the chat on the right-hand side of the screen, so anything you put in will come up over there. 3K AMC, 1K Clover Health. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's edit this title real quick. Gotta put a little rocket emoji in the title. We'll do that. There we go. You can get one... If you can get one, money to work, Workhorse or Clover. Clover right now is already up significantly pre-market. I think it's up about 25-30% last time I looked. Seeing a lot of stuff there. If you guys are new here, let's see if we could get to 50 likes before we do get started. Yossi. Yeah, we got some exciting stuff today, guys. There's a lot of stuff that came out yesterday with actually Bitcoin and what happened with the $2.3 million worth of Bitcoin that was seized. So we're going to go over that. Every morning we are going to go live at 9 a.m. We're going to go live every evening, 5 p.m. Eastern time. I was a little late because I did have a meeting this morning. But we have a couple of stories I do want to go over. Also, if you guys are new, make sure to follow me on Public Investing. Public Investing, you could just download the app. It's like a Twitter, Instagram for investing, so it is pretty exciting. I do really enjoy that app. If you want to see what I'm buying, what I'm selling, what I'm talking about without having to be part of Patreon, that is the best place to do it because completely free to follow me, completely free. Check out what I'm doing on that platform. All you need to do is download it and follow me. I do have a link in the description for that, so make sure. Michelle Patterman, Ohio, Dallas Ford. Okay, Portland, Oregon. So you're up real early there. Real early. Finally glad we got this whole setup working with the microphone, with the camera. We're at 22 likes. Let's see if we get that to 50 before we do get started. Let me know, what's your stock that you guys are looking out for the most today? Are you trying to look at the short squeeze stocks like GameStop, AMC, Clover, Wendy's, Wish, or are you looking more at some of the more growth plays like NEO, XPeng? Are you looking at Tesla? Which one are you guys looking at right now? I've been looking a lot this morning at what is going on with Tesla. You know, they canceled their Model S Plaid Plus. That was pretty big news. I've been looking a bit at, what were the other ones? Let's look at it. I'm going to pull up our public investing. I want to talk, I've mentioned a couple other stocks this morning on there. Other stocks that we did look at were, MP Materials, BarkBox. Did you guys see BarkBox? BarkBox did have complete its merger the other day. It's a stock that I've talked about a lot. Stock I really like. I do have a dog, so I do like BarkBox. Have you guys been following that? It used to be called STIC before it underwent a merger with BarkBox. So that was something that I was excited about. My dog, he gets all the toys from BarkBox. He likes that business that I really like. STEM. Yeah, Shane Clement, STEM Inc. is up 100% since May 14th. At May 14th, it was at $16 per share. Now, STEM Inc. is all the way above $30 per share in the last couple of weeks. That's a stock we've spoken about a while. So we're at 24 likes. Let's see if we can get this up to 50, and then we will get started. We have 17 minutes until the market opens. I think this looks pretty good, though, with us having the chat on the right. Yeah, Workhorse has been doing well. One thing to keep in mind, Workhorse, Clover Health, those two stocks in particular, we have seen them have a very high short interest, but the short interest has actually dropped over the last couple of days. Not significantly, but Clover Health went from about a 30% short interest ratio to now about 27. Workhorse did the same sort of thing. What's your thoughts on Ticker Single XL? Brittany, what's up? Walter, Dallas Ford, what's up? Shane Clement got into STEM Inc. around $10. That's a win. You're up 3x from where you first got in. Pretty exciting. Okay, and we are going to use, the reason I have these headphones on is because I'm going to want to show you guys what is going on in the markets. We're going to try something a little bit different, something that we don't typically do. So I do want to get that on the screen. Let me pull some things up so we can get started. Okay, let's see. So we're going to play some stuff from what is going on the news with Clover Health. But anyways, let's first just start off by looking at AMC. So right now we're at 31 likes. I think we'll get started. I think it's time we get started. Let's go to here. Okay, AMC's price right now is at $51 per share pre-market, down about 5.89%. We're seeing a lot of these meme stocks, high short interest stocks. They're dropping a bit this morning. A couple of them. We're seeing Bed Bath & Beyond down slightly. We're seeing AMC down slightly as well. BlackBerry's down just a little bit. Other than that, though, it seems like we're seeing a bit of a shift to some of the newer, the more recent short squeeze stocks that we've been talking about, like last night's video. We talked about Clover Health. Clover Health is up 20% pre-market. It was up 85% yesterday. Anyone who got into that is absolutely killing it. If we're looking at short interest right now, for a couple of different stocks, right now with AMC, for example, short interest is still above that 20% range. We're still seeing it. It's been holding strong there. The last couple days, it's been between 18, 22%. That's a great sign for us seeing a short squeeze moving forward, because that shows us that, you know what? Moving forward, shorts have not covered their positions yet. They are still betting against AMC, betting against Clover Health, and that is something that is a positive for people who are getting into these stocks now, thinking that it's too late to see a short squeeze. While we have seen big run-ups with a lot of these stocks already, the thing to keep in mind is that, like, for Clover Health, for Workhorse, for AMC, they all have very high short interest. So Clover Health, their short interest right now, short interest, pulling it up for you guys, is actually, Clover Health short interest right now is at 27%. So we looked at AMC. AMC's short interest is at 21%. So big difference there between Clover Health, AMC. I'm not saying, one's better than the other, because AMC's community is one of the strongest ones out there. But if we're just looking at numbers, short volume ratio is at 27%. For those of you guys didn't see, if you guys didn't see my video last night, I talked about 4 things that I do look for with a short squeeze, for the next potential short squeeze. A couple things that I do look for are, we'll pull up AMC on the screen and Clover Health. One thing that I do look for in particular is, okay, first of all, I look for short interest. Is it high? Average short interest is right around 5%. So if it's over 20, that is clear sign that could be a potential short squeeze stock. Second thing I look at is the community. How strong is the community? Are there a lot of people pushing for a stock? Are there a lot of people talking about it? What is going on there? So AMC, for example, has a very strong community. Clover Health, I think they have a pretty strong community as well because of what is going on with Chamath Palihapitiya. Chamath, billionaire investor who did back Clover Health when it went public. So I think they have a strong community. Third thing I look at is market cap, because it's always important to see, is the market cap extremely high that it would be too hard to move the stock? For example, AMC, their market cap right now is sitting right at about $25 billion market cap. The market cap, to be exact, is $27.6 billion. So that is, on the bit of the higher side for these short squeeze stocks. For example, GameStop is right around that as well. We saw GameStop go as high as about $40 billion before it settled up back down. But a lot of these short squeeze stocks seem to, once they have the massive run, they go up exponentially. We seem to have them settle around that $25 billion market cap. That's at least what happened with GameStop, what's happening with AMC. And the last thing I do look for is the volume. This morning, the volume for AMC is quite a bit lower than it has been recently. It's only at 2.78 million. That's much lower. The last couple days, we've had over 500 million shares traded. So that is pretty high. On the other hand, we are seeing Clover Health have about 13.36 for its volume pre-market. We will see all these numbers go up dramatically once market opens today, but it's something that we just want to keep an eye out on. What's the volume? What's the short interest? Are short sellers backing down? Are they covering their positions? How strong is the community? Those are things I like to look at. Big difference between all these squeezes you see is that AMC is owned by retailers. This is what someone's saying in the comments. The others are institutions. Stay smart. Joe Garza is in Texas. Someone says, have I been working out? I have actually been working out less recently. I have not been working out as much. Been slacking. But AMC, Clover Health, and Workhorse. Those are the ones you guys are talking about the most in the comments. If you are new here, please be sure to like the stream. Let's see if we can get up to 50 likes. YouTube does not like pushing out these videos on my channel about meme stocks. For those of you who don't know, they did delete my channel completely when I posted a video about Dogecoin. So that was something exciting. Not really, but interesting at least. 37 likes. We have 10 minutes to market open. If we're looking across the board, you see on the left-hand side of the screen right now, we're seeing AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, BlackBerry pretty much stabilizing. They're at about the exact same price as they were, down 1 to 5%. But Clover Health, Workhorse, GameStop are all up. Even Dogecoin, look, Dogecoin right here, up 3.49%. Octaviana in Boston. Oh yeah. The reason why these the only time that to answer your question, why my subscribers not match my viewers, I used to do a lot of videos on stimulus checks. That's how I got most of my subscribers. So that's why some of these videos don't always do as well. And also, the thing that a lot of people don't realize is that when you post more than 3 videos in a day, YouTube doesn't send out notifications. So a lot of times I post out like 5, 6, 7 videos in a day. That's why I've made a lot of channels. Because when you post out 5, 6 videos a day on one channel, it doesn't notify people of any of those. It only notifies people of 3 videos every 24 hours. So when you see a big unless people are looking at your channel, looking for your videos, you're going to see those videos have significantly less views just because YouTube does not send out any notifications. Joe Garza, yes, please. Thank you. Brett Alvardo. Yeah, we are seeing, like this morning, if we're just looking at AMC, the volume is down from what we've seen it recently. The volume is down. Recently, the volume has been much higher pre-market. It's only at 2.81 million, so it is much lower. It'll be interesting to see what happens today. I think what is going on, what I've been seeing, is a lot of people are looking for other stocks that are a bit more volatile. People, when we see a stock that has a high short interest, what's been going on in the market is that morning, the stock's going to have, high short interest. There's going to be a lot of attention. Then everyone else who is in AMC, who's in other stocks, they're looking for what's the stock of the day? Which one is getting the most attention, the most interest? And today, it looks like that's Clover Health. Clover Health, has about a $9 billion market cap. The volume's already about 14 million shares for this morning. Like I've said, the community is pretty strong because Chamath has backed it. And I do like Clover Health. They've been targeted by short sellers for a while now. Short sellers, they wrote a report a couple months back, that has caused a lot of people to get concerned about Clover Health. And I agree, because right now, it checks off all the boxes for what we want to see. The first is the short interest. Short interest is nearly 30% for Workhorse. In addition to this, the market cap is less than $2 billion. So that means it's very easy for this stock to go up or down in price because, for example, for it to double, you'd need $1.92 billion. Not nearly as hard for that to happen as it would be for AMC to double, which would need $25 billion more. In addition to this, Workhorse also has been the favorite of a lot of people for a while. There are strong communities of Workhorse on YouTube, on Reddit, on Twitter, because Workhorse was supposed to get a big contract a while back from UPS. They're supposed to get a contract that was going to be that was going to be about 165,000 delivery vans. They didn't get that. A company called Oshkosh got it instead. So a lot of people were pushing for Workhorse. That's why at one point Workhorse was above $40 per share. So a lot of people are still excited about this. And the thing that is particularly interesting about this stock and the short squeeze we are seeing is what is going on with the price, because the price is nowhere near all-time highs. Previously, we saw Workhorse, you could see here, as high as $42 per share back here. Dropped all the way down to $7 after they didn't get that contract. But now with it, a lot of people talking about meme stocks, Workhorse potentially being one of those, we have a lot of room to run to even reach the record highs. AMC is already breaking record highs every single day. GameStop was breaking record highs every day. Workhorse, on the other hand, is nowhere near that. They're at $15 per share. They're still down 60% from all-time highs. 4 minutes until market opens. AMC is looking like it's going to be a little more flat again today. Doesn't look like we have too much movement in AMC. It looks like what a lot of people are going to be talking about is Clover Health, because Clover Health does have volume that is nearly 14 million shares pre-market. So a lot more people are putting money in trading Clover Health this morning than they are with AMC. In addition to that, if we're looking at Workhorse, yeah, Workhorse is pretty low as well. 1.35 million is the volume. So yeah, if we're looking at what has the most volume this morning, what has the most attention, it is definitely Clover Health. Let's look at the chat. 4 minutes till market opens. 3 minutes, 36 seconds. Dogecoin. Yeah, I see you guys talk about Dogecoin in the chat. We'll look at that. We'll look at that in a couple minutes. I just want to wait till the market opens. Crypto's always open, so we can talk about that anytime. But the market is only opening in 3 minutes. We'll see if we see a breakout for Clover Health. It is at $22 per share. The high we reached The high we reached, was this pre-market? Let's look. Pre-market, the high we reached was $22.85 per share. Let's get pre-market. Doge is dead. Anybody looking at UMC? I thought I had a fun name to say. Put Trump in your thumbnails again. Well, those were different videos. We talked about different things. Pre-market. Oh wait, Clover Health right now is at $27. It wasn't updating on here. Why did it stop updating that? Let's get the where's the button again for that? Trying to figure out. Pre-market right now, Clover Health is at 27. AMC to the moon. AMC right now is at $52 pre-market. 2 minutes till the market open, guys. 2 minutes. There we go. Settings, extended hours. Why weren't they there before? There we go. Clover Health, there we see. Clover Health. Steady run up. Look at that. From $8 a share on June 4th, June 7th even. $8 a share. $8 a share just a couple days ago. We'll see what happens when the market opens. We are getting close, just a couple of minutes away. Well, yeah, okay, right. Jeffrey Romero. People are saying CLOV is a distraction. People are focusing on AMC. It's a distraction from AMC. And yeah, whenever we're seeing a stock that's going to have high volume, high short interest, we're getting people are moving away from AMC because they're like, look, AMC's stock price has been relatively flat. These are the people who haven't been in AMC for a while, but these are people who are just trying to look, to make a quick buck, to day trade one of these, swing trade one of these. And when we're not seeing a lot of movement with AMC and GameStop, they're looking elsewhere. Like if we're just looking at volume, we have 30 seconds till market opens, but if we're just looking at volume, AMC's volume is only 2.93 this morning. That's not a lot. Not a lot this morning. If you guys are new here though, please be sure to like the stream. Let's see if we can get up to 100 likes. We're going to go live every single morning, 9 a.m. market opens. We're going to go live every evening at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So please be sure to like the stream. It helps me out a lot. Pretty easy to do. Wendy's. People are saying Wendy's is a distraction. Wendy's. Okay, we got a lot to talk about with Wendy's because someone's calling me. We got a lot to talk about with Wendy's because Wendy's does not fit the typical bill of a short squeeze stock. Market just opened. And we'll follow this as we're going along. AMC is seeing a bit of a breakout, guys. We are seeing AMC break out. Are we going to see it pass? It looks like there's a $53 resistance. Yeah, we broke above 53. Whew. A lot of volume. What is that? That volume? Volume is spiked. Wow. We broke above that resistance. Let's put a little line over here for you guys. Horizontal line right at 53. Look at that. We have a pretty strong resistance at $53. We spiking. Yep. Pierce spiking AMC. Let's take a look at Clover. Clover Health, on the other hand, is dipping pretty hard. But remember, Clover Health was up 20% pre-market. AMC, on the other hand, was relatively flat. A lot of volatility. We're seeing this. Look at this. 2 minutes. Let's look at the 1 minute charts. Wow. AMC and yeah, look at that first candle, Brett. For all of these, AMC and for Clover Health, we're seeing it move up and we're seeing a lot of movement in them. Clover Health, wow, Clover Health is tanking. But you gotta remember, Clover Health is up 16%. It's up 16% for today still. So even pre-market up 16%. So looks like some people probably taking some profits. You got to think, if you got into Clover Health at any point over the last 24 hours, you are up significantly. You have made a ton of money. A ton of money. These are the 1 minute charts. Yeah, like it looks like this is bad, but in reality, like we're still seeing Clover Health up 19, almost 20% for the day because of everything that happened pre-market. And volume is pretty high. 44 million is the volume right now, when typically the average volume over the last 3 months for Clover Health has been 35. So we've already seen it break the daily volume in the first 2 minutes of trading. The first 2 minutes of trading, we have broken the average for the daily volume. Crazy. Let's touch on Wendy's, because I know everyone wants to look at Clover Health. Everyone wants to look at what is going on with AMC, but Wendy's was a bit of making a bit of headlines yesterday. And the thing you got to remember with Wendy's is not a short squeeze stock. It is just not. Yes, it's got a little bit of attention from Wall Street bets, but it's just not the ideal candidate. Its short interest is much lower. Well, when we were looking it up in yesterday's video, it's only at like 5%. That's not a short squeeze stock. The community behind Wendy's, they have a lot of people on Twitter talking about it, but it is not an ideal candidate. Even though we are seeing AMC drop, I feel like what we're going to see today is AMC be relatively flat again like we saw yesterday, but then Clover Health, I feel like people are going to be moving money over to some of these others meme stocks. Like Clover Health and Workhorse, if we're looking at meme stocks, short squeeze stocks, are the only two in the green right now. Clover Health, let's get rid of this stock. I don't even delete that. But Clover Health is up 13% still. Workhorse is still up 12%. So those at least are still in the green. AMC is dropping a bit. You got to remember though, people who are saying AMC is over, AMC is done, it's not going to move. That's not the case. Right now, AMC still has a very high short interest, over 20%. So that's still where we're going. AMC still does have a very high short interest. If you guys are new here, please be sure to like the stream. We are at 63 likes. Let's see if we can get it to 100. Let's see if we can get to 100. Maybe YouTube will decide, you know what? Maybe we should push this video out to more people. Maybe. Right now, AMC did break below $50 per share, down to $49.41. 49. It is just continuing to drop. Everything is though. Clover Health is now only up 9%. The only one that looks to be holding is Workhorse. Workhorse is the only one that is up this morning. We're looking at it. It has up 15%, dropped down in the first couple minutes of trading, but now it's up 15%. Crazy. 70 likes. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Let's see if we can get it to 100. Alvardo. Big L for AMC right now. But you guys got to remember, a lot of fear out there. People are spreading fear. But when you're looking at short interest for these, the short interest right now is still very high. Very high for AMC, for GameStop, for Clover Health. And while, yes, a lot of these stocks have seen the short interest drop a bit, still very high when you're comparing it to any other stock in the market. We are seeing it still continue to drop down. If we're looking at this over the last couple days, we've seen it go from $72 per share at one point. Now it's down to 46. But we have seen a bit of a consolidation over the last couple of days with AMC. Not as much movement. Can you buy Clover Health? Yeah, you can buy Clover Health. You can buy any of them. I buy most of my stocks on this platform, which is Webull. I put a link in the top for you guys. You can get up to $1,600 in free stocks. Next move is Dogecoin. Yeah, crypto today is a bit recovering. Is recovering a bit. AMC is taking an L right now, guys. Down 10% for the day. Clover Health, Workhorse are leading the way for the meme stocks, but good news is it looks like we could be bouncing back a bit. Do we have any resistance? Do we have any? Let's look. Not really. Woo! 80 likes? We're almost at 100. AMC to 0. AMC's definitely not going to 0, guys. For everyone who's commenting, AMC to 0. We're spiking. AMC is dropping. I'm seeing comments all over the place. All over the place this morning. Wednesday, June 9th. 7 minutes market is open. I feel like we've seen so much movement already, so much drama. What's the volume on this? Volume for AMC right now is at 19 million. Clover Health, wow. Clover Health, the volume is 62 million. If you look at the top right of the screen, 62.8 million, climbing very, very quickly. Very quickly. People are saying just focus on AMC, just focus on GameStop, but you got to remember, now that we're seeing people in the media talk about this, like I saw a bunch of articles written yesterday on Wendy's and Clover Health. First of all, Wendy's is not a short squeeze stock. Wendy's is not a short squeeze stock. It's just not. Like if you're looking at Wendy's, the short interest is so much lower than AMC. AMC short interest is still high. Got this new mic stand. I feel like it's pretty cool. Can move around. Look at that. So much easier than the other one. Everyone's complaining, you know, the mic is blocking your face. We got this now. We got this now, guys. Boop. AMC still down for the day, but we are trying to see it make a move back. And last night actually was probably one of the least eventful nights for AMC. We did not see a lot of news come out. There wasn't any, major drama. There wasn't any reports coming out. There wasn't any of that. The only thing that I did see about AMC was with it being in the Russell 2000, how there is going to be a rebalancing taking place fairly soon. That's the only thing I believe I saw with AMC and GameStop. How they are part of some of these funds, some of these index funds, and how there will be a rebalancing taking place soon. That's the only thing I did see about them. Yeah, Wendy's is just a distraction. Everyone who's saying that, that's true. Wendy's is not a short squeeze stock. Wendy's, I don't know why. People are talking about Wendy's. Yeah, it went up a lot, but it is definitely not a short squeeze stock. It's not like AMC at all. Like, what are people talking about? 88 likes. Woo, who's going to be the 100th like? Who's going to be it? Comment down below if you're the 100th like. That'll be exciting. Can you buy Clover? Yeah, also, guys, I need to make sure that you guys follow me on public investing, because public investing is, let me put a link to that. Just follow me on that, because then you could see exactly what stocks I'm talking about, even when we're not live. If we are, let's pull this up, because then you could see what stocks I'm talking about in the morning before I go live. Even when I'm not buying and selling on the app, you can see exactly what stocks I have in my portfolio. So that is something that I find, I like that. I like that you guys can see all that stuff. Where is this? Here we go. Let's put the link. Copy. Hedge funds trying to kick us. 91 likes. So here, guys, if you want to see what stocks I have in my portfolio, this app shows you, like, people talk about, oh, I have AMC, oh, I bought Clover. You see all these YouTubers talk about all these stocks. If you want to see the exact stocks that I actually own, you could see that. I told you guys how I invested $700,000 into STEM Inc. STEM Inc. is continuing to do well every single day. It has been running up higher and higher. It is a stock that I particularly like. Makes up a big position in my portfolio. You'll see that on public investing. Just use the code Michael, and you will get up to $50 when you download that. 93 likes. Okay. Clover Health, AMC, we're seeing all the charts basically follow the exact same pattern. Crazy volume for Clover. 73 million shares in the first 12 minutes of trading. That is something that we like to see with all of these stocks. That is something that is very, very exciting. AMC is not getting as much attention this morning. 24 million shares been traded. Clover Health has nearly triple that. Wow. If you guys are new here, if you've never seen one of my videos before, let me know in the chat. Have you guys ever seen my videos before? If you have not seen them. If you have, you can comment, you can let me know. But I want to see how many people are new and YouTube is actually pushing this video out to. Okay, guys, across the board, we are seeing the meme stocks down. Wendy's, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, and BlackBerry. But we are seeing them driven up by the only two in the green right now, Clover Health, Workhorse. And of course, Dogecoin, like we can't forget about Dogecoin. Dogecoin is up, it's up 2.78% over the last 24 hours, so it is up a bit. The big news in crypto, let's go before, we're going to jump back into these stocks in a minute. But as part of the show that we're going to do every morning is I do want to talk about, nice, your number 100, Jasper. So, yeah, so every morning we do want to cover what is going on with the stocks, look at the charts, but also there are, I think, 4 stories that I do want to go over this morning that are very important for crypto, important for stock market, and important for just these meme stocks in general. So the first thing I do want to go over, the first thing is, okay, where is it? Let's talk about Clover Health first. So right now, Clover Health is up 11.8% for the day. And a lot of people are getting a little bit upset about this, that it's taking away some attention from AMC, taking away attention from GameStop, and people say it is distracting retail investors from being in the pure play, short squeeze stocks. And, that is a bit of the case because we are seeing right now the 24-hour volume for Clover Health. The volume just for today is over 70 million shares. We're on track to do over 300 million shares today. People are getting worried about it. But the couple things I do like about Clover Health is, first of all, with Clover Health, they have a strong community. They have Chamath Palihapitiya who backs it. I like that. He has almost like a cult following where people who follow him, they want to see what he's investing in, they put their money in that no matter what. I don't know if you guys saw, but he had his SPACs, IPOD, IPOF, IPOE. All of his SPACs had no potential companies to merge with yet, even though, and despite all that, people were still pouring money into them. So obviously, people know that Clover Health is a company that he backed, he brought public. I think that's a great sign. And we're also seeing the short interest for Clover Health still extremely high. It is much higher than AMC, much higher than GameStop. It is at 27%. That is what the short interest is. So I think there's still a lot of room for this to run up. I think there's a lot of people talking about it. If you look on Google Trends, there's a lot to like about this. Next thing is with right now a lot of these short squeeze stocks. People are saying that with the short squeeze stocks, it's starting to make institutions not want to short stocks as much anymore because they know if they short it, it's going to get hit hard. Retail investors are going to go after it. They're going to want institutions to lose a lot of money. Interesting thing that we just found out is that according to data from Bloomberg, they explain how the frequency of stocks with a high short interest as a percentage of float has come down dramatically from mid-January to mid-May 2021. So you can see in this chart right here, basically what it is it's showing stocks with 0 to 10% short interest, 10 to 20% short interest, 20 to 30, and so on. Back in January, we saw stocks one stock with over 100% short interest. That's artificial shares, all of that. We saw 5 stocks with 60 to 100% short interest and 11 stocks with 40 to 60% short interest. Ever since we saw the massive run up with GameStop, with AMC, we have seen stocks with high short interest decrease because institutions are not as willing to just go all in and say, you know what, we're gonna use artificial shares, we're gonna go all in on this. They're not doing that anymore. So, for example, now we don't see any stocks with 60 to 100% short interest and 0 stocks with over 100% short interest. So the picks for what's going to be the next short squeeze are getting narrowed down a bit more. We have Workhorse, we have AMC, we have GameStop, we have BlackBerry, we have Clover Health. But other than a lot of those big ones, the stocks that are being shorted are like institutions just aren't shorting stocks as much anymore because they know they're going to get screwed basically and lose billions of dollars if that happens. So something interesting just to keep in mind is that institutions are not shorting stocks as much as they were anymore. AMC still has a very high short interest. Clover Health still has a very high short interest, and that's a good sign. So it's just like they're not spread as thin. They're concentrating their efforts on shorting a couple of stocks rather than shorting on a lot of different ones. Now with Bitcoin, Bitcoin fell to $32,000 overnight. Right now we're seeing the entire crypto market bounce back a little bit. Crypto is up 3.71% over the last 24 hours after a pretty just terrible day the other day. Bitcoin's up 6.9%, Ethereum's up 2%, Binance Coin's up 2.4%, Dogecoin's up 1.12%, and things are looking a little bit better despite Bitcoin falling to 32,000. A couple of analysts came out on CNBC and they spoke about crypto. What they said is Michael Binger, the president of Gradient Investments, he says that the security aspect of Bitcoin as well as volatility are some of the reasons why he and his company are not investing in it. And I found this very interesting because he explained how that he understands that crypto is a global currency, it's unregulated, and he understands that some may be concerned about US inflation and a weakening dollar, but he still thinks Bitcoin is better. He still thinks gold is better than Bitcoin if you're trying to hedge your concerns, place a hedge against inflation. I think this is a bit ridiculous because right now what we're seeing entire countries move over to Bitcoin. El Salvador officially passed that Bitcoin is legal tender in the country. And these are the concerns that we're seeing from institutions. All the big guys are always concerned about volatility with crypto and the fact that it's unregulated and security. They're concerned with those couple of things. And you know what? I think this is going to change dramatically. Give it a couple months, a couple of years, and this is going to change dramatically because right now we're seeing a dozen or so Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs that are looking to be approved by the SEC. Once these are approved, we're going to see billions of dollars go into Bitcoin, go into crypto because people like Michael Binger and other institutions, other large, big money players, they're going to realize that, the SEC has approved ETFs. They've put their stamp of approval on crypto. And once they do that, I think we're going to see a lot of the big money get into place. And another person who did come out and talk about Bitcoin was Gina Sanchez, CEO of Chantico Global and chief market strategist at Lido Advisors, said that they're still steering clear of Bitcoin. This is not uncommon. We've seen this for a while with Bitcoin and crypto. A lot of the big money players, a lot of institutions are staying away from Bitcoin, staying away from crypto in general because they're just worried. It's unregulated. They're worried about the security. They're worried about volatility. But I think this is all going to change when we see Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs pass officially get passed. SEC has a bunch of applications on their table. They're just waiting to approve these. We should see them approved in a couple of weeks. We should see these approved, if not a couple of weeks, by the end of 2021 at least. They're saying that a lot of people with Bitcoin and crypto right now taking their money out of SPACs, taking their money out of Bitcoin, taking their money out of crypto, moving it over to more of, they're calling it the real economy. That's like, what does that even mean? The real economy? No, they're just moving their money over to some more growth stocks. And that's not the retail investors as much. That's more just the big money players who are, using billions of dollars. We've seen market manipulation take place. Is this just FUD? all of this is possible, but I feel like with what they're saying is they're probably not invested in it. But it wouldn't be the first time that we see some bank, some investment company come out and say, you know what, we don't like Bitcoin, but on the side they're still investing in it. So either way, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin, crypto. I think that even though these strategists are talking about Bitcoin and crypto are not a buy for them right now, I think once we see these Bitcoin, Ethereum ETFs approved in the US, we're going to see a lot of these big money players flip a switch and say, you know what, I think it's time. I think it's time to get into them. Next up is El Salvador officially passed the bill that makes Bitcoin a legal tender in their country. And this is something that is major for crypto. This is something that is extremely important. And their president came out earlier today, on June 9th, 2:05 a.m., and he said the Bitcoin law has been approved by supermajority in the Salvadoran Congress, 62 out of 84 votes. We knew this was going to pass once they proposed it. It was not a surprise, but the thing that is great about this bill is that they explain the purpose of this law is to regulate Bitcoin as unrestricted legal tender with liberating power, unlimited in any transaction, and to any title that public or private, natural or legal persons require carrying out. It also explains how right now El Salvador is approximately 70% of El Salvador does not have access to traditional financial services. It's a much smaller country. GDP is much lower right now. A good portion of their GDP comes from people just sending money from the U.S. Back into El Salvador. So right now, with this bill being passed, it is something that is a major step for Bitcoin moving forward. It's probably going to open the door to a lot of countries doing this as well. So you got a couple of you guys saying that imagine all you could buy with Bitcoin in El Salvador. Yeah, right. Imagine now you could buy anything. There's going to be Bitcoin ATMs. You can use Bitcoin at any location. And they said what they're going to do moving forward to implement this is because, you know what, a lot of people are like, well, how can you actually implement using Bitcoin instead of cash, instead of a credit card? They said that what they're going to do is they're going to help they're going to help the economy, help make sure that they get this implemented so it can be used by everyone. It's going to help that 70% of the population who doesn't have access to traditional financial services. It's going to give them access to it. And the one thing that El Salvador has spoken about specifically with Bitcoin is that they do like how they're not going to be tied to the US dollar. And they said what happens is that their economy, when economy isn't so great, they try to put themselves on the US dollar. It's the global reserve currency. But the problem is that if regulations are put into place in the US and policymakers make some laws that either negatively affect the economy or positively affect it, it's going to have impacts on El Salvador. So they said with this Bitcoin law being passed, now they're no longer just have all their eggs in one basket with the US. They're saying, look, we know the economic policies of Bitcoin. It's going to have 21 million Bitcoin. That's all that's ever going to be mined. And they said moving forward that is what they like about Bitcoin. They like that it is stable enough it's stable in terms of the economic policies. Yes, the prices are volatile. Yes, the prices move, but they know there's only going to be 21 million Bitcoin. The amount of Bitcoin mined, halves. How much can be mined halves every couple of years. Everyone already knows all of this. And finally, last thing I do want to talk about before we get back into AMC, Clover Health, is this story right here, which was very interesting. Let me know what you think of this. But a luxury $22.5 million Miami penthouse was sold just the other day in the largest crypto real estate purchase ever. We've had other real estate deals done with crypto, but never this large. And this was a 5,067 square foot unit, which comprises the entire 9th floor of a building, 360-degree views. And this is a major move for crypto because what we're seeing is that right now there isn't a lot of real estate deals done with crypto. But when there is, when there is a real world crypto transaction, the top holders around the world pay attention to it. People keep their eye out on this because right now Bitcoin is still in the early stages of actually being used for transactions. So what we are seeing is that when there is some way that you could make a large purchase with Bitcoin, when there is a way that you could do something with Bitcoin or Dogecoin or any crypto, people are looking at that. People are keeping an eye on that. And according to Alex Sapir, he said, we're overwhelmed by the amount of calls we received from qualified buyers to purchase this property using Bitcoin and using crypto. This is just a big move for crypto moving forward. It's something that is very exciting because we're already seeing Dogecoin accepted at a lot of different businesses with Dallas Mavericks, Houston Rockets. We're seeing Dogecoin accepted even at SpaceX. But you know what, to move more into digital currencies, whether that's central bank digital currencies, whether that's just cryptos like Bitcoin, Ethereum, or even Dogecoin, the only way we're going to see this happen is like stories like this, where we're seeing people willing to make large purchases, large transactions using Bitcoin, using Ethereum moving forward. I just thought this was very interesting. Pretty cool house if you look at the pictures, insane views. An important thing is that Miami is like the crypto capital almost of becoming the crypto capital of the world. They had the Bitcoin conference in Miami just a couple of days ago. People are starting to associate Miami with crypto, Miami with Bitcoin. So interesting that this took place in Miami, but I think it's going to be the first of many transactions that we do see take place with crypto, with other cryptocurrencies moving forward. And it's just a step in the right direction. Anyways, we covered all of those stories. I did want to get those out of the way. I thought they were pretty interesting. But now let's get back to Clover Health, guys. Clover Health right now is dropping. Still up 6.28% for the day, but it has dropped since the market opened. When the market opened, it was at $28 per share. Now it's down to $23. Either way, though, we are seeing volume through the roof with Clover Health, 102 million shares. It looks like all the stocks across the board are just struggling. They are struggling. They are all of these meme stocks are down significantly. The market in general is pretty flat. Like S&P 500 is up 0.1%. NASDAQ is up 0.33%. We're seeing, what else? Dow Jones is only down 0.06. So really what we're seeing is the stock market relatively flat. A lot of these meme stocks, some of them are taking a hit, like Bed Bath & Beyond, BlackBerry, GameStop, and AMC. But the newer ones, Workhorse and Clover Health, are actually up still today, even with the drop-off we've had. Let me look at the chat. 117 likes. Thank you guys for liking. Let's see if we can get to 150 likes. Who's going to be the 150th like? We're going to stay live for a little bit longer. If you want me to stay live longer, let me know in the chat. Let me know. Just say, comment down below, live, if you want me to stay live a little bit longer. Otherwise, we might go post a couple of videos. I have a couple of things I do want to cover. But the market opened today, you know what? Wasn't bad. Couple of the meme stocks are taking hits, but still Clover Health is up a little bit, 3.8%, 4%. Workhorse is up 7%. So even though they're down since market open, we're seeing it, you know, a lot of these meme stocks are relatively, we're not seeing any major moves this morning. Pretty stable. Like yesterday, we saw Clover Health up 80, 90% at one point in the morning. Mr. What are you saying? You want me to stay live? Live. We will see. Stay longer, talk more AMC. Okay. Okay, you convinced me. Danny Oliver. AMC. It does look like we're breaking above a little bit of a resistance we had here at $50, because we dropped below $50 after the market opened, but now we're back up. We're back up. It looks like we are seeing a bit of a breakout right now. Volume's increasing. Look at this candlestick right here. This is 1 minute charts. We are seeing a breakout. We're breaking above that resistance of 50. Now we're at 51, going to 52. Could this be the move? Right, everyone's been talking about Clover Health and AMC. I forgot how to get both of them on the screen at the same time. Where is it? Oh, it'd be on the trade view. Okay, let's pull this up. Trade view. Let's make that a little bigger. Make that a little bigger. I'm gonna put. Let's get them both on here for you guys. AMC, we got right there. Let's drawings, hide all drawings. There we go. Now let's get another stock. Which one? Let's put Clover Health on here as well. Clover Health. No, want to go back here. AMC, add another board, multiple trades. We'll say 4 trades, whatever. AMC. We're just changing this up so you guys can see everything on here. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. AMC, $51. There we go. Why isn't it letting me change it? Clover. Clover Health. There we go. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Then we could follow all of these at the same time. And what's the other one you guys want to see on the screen? We have Clover Health, we have AMC, and let's put Workhorse. Workhorse. There we go. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And we'll just move that right there. Make this a bit bigger. I'll move this down. Just organizing this so we can get a couple more things on the screen so we don't have to keep switching back and forth. There we go. Okay. On the right side of the screen, we got Workhorse. Let's see. Can you see it? There we go. On the bottom, we got Clover Health, and on the top, we have AMC. If you guys are new here, please be sure to like the stream. It really helps out a lot. Let's look at the chat. Forget about any other stock. Focus on AMC. No, we got to focus on everything, guys. Because otherwise, there's people out there making more money. And we're missing out on it. We don't want to miss out on that. We want to focus. We want to make sure we're talking about everything, so don't miss out on any opportunities. But please be sure to like the stream. Let's see if we can get this up to 200 likes. We're at 130. I know we can get it up to 200. I know it. I feel it. We can do it. You don't think AMC is going to pop this week? Just not enough volume. Right, the volume for AMC today is much lower than it has been. On the other hand, Clover Health is the one that's seeing the volume. You can't see Workhorse. Got it. Let's move it up. You'll be able to see Workhorse now. How low will Clover go today? You got to remember, everyone's saying Clover is going lower. Clover is still up 3.58% right now. Clover is still up 3.58%. For people, make myself smaller. Got it. We'll make myself smaller. I mean, I need to go to the gym, but I guess we still make me smaller if that's what you mean on the screen. Bottom corner. let's see, bottom corner. There we go. Look, we'll just put me right there. There we go. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. $139 likes. Meanwhile, we only got 139 likes, but AMC broke above the $50 resistance. Now we're working our way back up to the highs that we did see pre-market, which was about $53, $54 per share. We are getting close to that. We're at 52 right now. Yeah, I know. Everyone's talking about AMC. People skipped over the CLOV owned by Citadel Common because, yeah, probably make money. The thing that I know about CLOV, well, I haven't done a deep dive into it, but the thing to look about with CLOV is that I like that they're backed by Chamath. I do like that they're backed by Chamath Palihapitiya. He brought them public. That is something that I think is very important. It is. So the problem is right now, so we've been live for how long? An hour. So my camera, it just lasts however long the battery lasts. So at one point, my face might disappear and I'll have to switch it to the FaceTime camera. But just a little FYI, just a little, a little FYI for you. But those of you guys who did miss some of the stories we did talk about earlier, we spoke about Bitcoin, crypto. We spoke about meme stocks in general. We talked about El Salvador passing Bitcoin. So we did talk about a lot. I wanted to go over all those stories. Every morning we are going to be going live at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So make sure to join us. We're going to cover what we're typically going to do is at the beginning, we're going to go over some stocks. Then we're going to go over a couple stories going on. And at the end, before we wrap it up, we're going to go back over to the stocks as well. Good news is, though, is people are saying, how low is Clover going to go today? How low is Workhorse going to go? Even though they've dropped off since the market opened, they're still up for today. Like Clover Health is up 3.48%, not much. Also, Workhorse is up 7.25%. So everything is still up for the day. Even though, not everything, but Workhorse and Clover Health are still up for the day. Even though they've dropped since the market opened. People are saying that the community is divided. People are looking at Clover Health when they should be only focused on AMC. That is true. People are looking at Clover Health. If you guys want to see what stocks I'm talking about, what stocks I have in my portfolio, check out Public. You will see exactly what I own. Forget about anything that isn't GME or AMC. So you guys got to remember that right now, AMC, GME, they have the strongest communities by far. They do. More people talk about these stocks than any of the other ones out there. The one thing to keep in mind is that with those stocks, the market cap has gone up. All those stocks are up over 2,000% for the year. So with that in mind, you just have to remember that it's harder for them to double, triple, quadruple in value again. It's not as easy. It's just not. For example, on the other hand, like Clover Health, Workhorse, those have market caps that are less than $10 billion. Workhorse market cap is only $1 Workhorse's market cap is only, I think, $1.8, $1.9 billion. But anyways, I think we're going to wrap up for this live stream. Make sure that you guys always check out my page at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern time, because otherwise YouTube doesn't always notify people that I'm going live. So I don't want you guys to miss out on that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We're going to go live every morning, every evening, talking about what's going on in the markets, whether that's crypto, stock market, and even some tech news. So I'll see you guys in a bit. I do want to get a couple of videos posted. I'm sorry for those of you guys who wanted me to stay a bit longer, but I do want to get some other videos out on Dogecoin and things like that. So have a great day. I'll see you a bit later, guys.